Hello, my name is Ryan Nichols, and I just completed the root beer simulation game. So when I went in there, I named my company Rudy Beery Incorporated. So got really creative there. So during the root beer simulation game, one of the biggest challenges that I encountered was managing the inventory levels while trying to respond to the fluctuating demand. So the demand wasn't as consistent as I anticipated it to be, or it didn't have a trend, a very obvious trend at first. So at times I either overordered or ran short, and this kind of created a ripple effect across the supply chains between the wholesalers, the retailers, the distributors, and everybody. So this unpredictability made it difficult to maintain smooth operations, and it led to higher costs and delays, especially towards the ending weeks when I was kind of confused about what was going on. So from my perspective, these challenges were primarily caused by limited visibility and communication between the roles, and between the different stages of the supply chain. So since each role only had partial information and didn't have the full picture at all times, it was hard to forecast and to anticipate. So retailers knew customer demand, but upstream players did not, and it was easy to overreact or underreact when there were changes in the demand. So this lack of transparency amplified variability, and it essentially created a classic example of the bullwhip effect. So to alleviate these issues and to kind of make them better, the supply chain could take several collective actions. So I think the biggest thing is real-time data sharing across all stages at all times. And I think with the advancement of technology, especially within the past decade, I think this would be pretty easy to implement and to apply to the supply chain process. So sharing that real-time data across all stages is crucial and critical, and it allows for everyone to make more informed decisions. So from retailer to wholesaler to distributor to ordering raw materials in each of those stages would become much easier to do so. Additionally, reducing lead time costs or reducing lead times in coordinating order policies could also help smooth out the fluctuations with the demand. So regular communication and collaboration between all roles in the supply chain is essential in order for the supply chain to work efficiently, and along with using the correct forecasting tools and using efficient forecasting tools that provide the data that we do need. So that could also significantly reduce the variability and improve the overall efficiency of the supply chain. So by having all the different roles working together more smoothly, the supply chain would become more resilient and responsive. But overall, I really enjoyed doing the simulation. I think it was a good opportunity to kind of get that real world experience and to kind of see, oh, these are like, granted it was a simulation, but to be like, this is how volatile and fluctuating demand is in the real world, where a lot of times you can't anticipate a super big drop or a super big jump in demand. So I think that was a really good learning experience for me to kind of be able to anticipate that and to prepare and be more proactive instead of reactive when ordering materials and helping the supply chain move along. But thank you for viewing my video, and I hope you all enjoyed this class. I did a lot, so thank you.